presidency divisive, says ex-presidential candidate. Also, Nigerian embassy in Germany fires sex for passport guard. We will no longer tolerate attacks on northerners. NEF. Also, Amnesty International accuses military of killing aged people. More headlines. Nigeria's population rises to 206 million NPC. Octogenarian demands missing son, dead or alive. Ondo APC PDP supporters clash as tribunal scores injured. APC leadership tussle. Expelled ex-National Working Committee member declares self-chair. NEC extends Bunik's tenure. And group enjoins federal government to tackle corruption. Youth unemployment. Training of paralegals will enhance justice administration. That's according to Williams. And 10,000 constables drone over unpaid 6-month salaries. 10,000 constables drone over unpaid 6-month salaries. Rep demand arms ammunition audit for military, police, others. Tinubu mourns Shekwo, condoles Nasarawa governor. APC. Bauchi proposes 213 billion naira budget for 2021. Fresh NSAS protest plots to instigate coup. Northern youth. And Wike Amaechi's loyalists clash over party members' defection. Mainas briefcase companies had 3 billion naira turnover. That's according to the EFCs. And just before I wrap up here, I am a progressive. Obasanjo is not, says Gani Adams. And quickly to sports. Wafutani Flying Eagles tackle Ghana for semi-final sport. And okay, let's move to another newspaper right now.
From the Guardian newspaper, Southeast youths back calls for President Buhari's impeachment. Southeast youths back calls for President Buhari's impeachment. Okorocha clarifies ownership of Eastern Palm Varsity, says it's under PPP arrangement. Halogen NGBF partner to provide security for diaspora Nigerians. Police nab two siblings operating ritual den in Oshun. Newspaper proprietors crave revival of moribund newsprint firms. Udom tasks new council chairman on commitment to completion agenda. More from the Guardian newspaper. Suspense in Imo North as intrigues mar by-election. Rotating presidency is divisive, says Olawipo Hashim. Edo people elected me to serve, not godfather, Obaseki insists. Okay, let's see some more from the sports side. No player can stop me from winning FIFA Best Awards. Lewandowski. Anthony Joshua ready for war ahead of a Kubrat Pulev title clash. Some more from the Guardian. Let's see what we have from the business side. Okay, for Metro here, family friends extol virtues of roads 1 month after demise. Let's see some more before we see another. Go to another paper. New 162 petrol pump price triggers confusion. Reps push for 70% aviation investments for airport infrastructure. Some more from the Guardian. Telecom subscribers deserve better services, says Dambata. 868 billion export-bound goods stock in seaports. Ronaldo scores twice as Juve crush Messi's troubled Barcelona. Let's end the paper.
12 big headlines from the Daily Post newspapers this morning. Court adjourns ex-FCT Minister Akinjide's fraud trial to January 18. Buhari sacks NDE DG Argungu. Buhari sacks NDE DG Argungu. NLC suspends strike in Niger. Also, after 21 days, Oni receives son, Prince Tadenikawo, after a sacrifice. And there is a photo there explaining and telling us how it all happened. After 21 days, Oni receives son, Prince Tadenikawo, after a sacrifice. Buhari gives reasons for planned reopening of land borders. NSAS, violent protests will no longer be allowed. Buhari. ASU strike, lecturers not considering Nigeria's problems. Buhari. Insecurity, details of Buhari's meeting with 36 governors revealed. And Buhari, Oshibajo, meets with 36 state governors. Why I can never reconcile with Obasanjo, Gani Adams. WHO reveals those to be prioritized as countries plan COVID-19 vaccine. Finally, NSAS, police won't tolerate another round of protests. IG wants. From to another paper. Right?
Let's see Premium Times. Insecurity, and this is exclusive. APC governors prevail on Buhari not to appear before National Assembly. Nigeria to reopen borders soon. Buhari. Ghana decides ruling party Opposition claim victory in election. Labour Minister Ngige speaks on ASU strike, says lecturers misrepresenting agreement. NPC or APC NEC admits Nigeria's regrettable security situation, but condemns calls for Buhari's resignation. Maina bought 2 houses in Abuja for $30.4 million cash. Witness, APC dissolves all state, local government, ward executives. Let's see some more from Premium Times. Insecurity. Buhari charges governors to work with traditional rulers. I take that again. Insecurity. Buhari charges governors to work with traditional rulers. Buhari sacks NDE Director General. Insecurity. APC governors in closed-door meeting with reps, PDB, reps, party caucus. Malabo. ENI gets green light to subpoena companies over Nigerian litigation arrangement. EFCC questions former Kwara Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed. Do we have more from the from Premium Times? The 5 major resolutions of APC NEC meeting held Tuesday. You can also find from Premium Times. Let's see another paper.
Daily Independent right now. Buhari not approaching governance with sense of emergency. Baba Ahmed. Buhari not approaching governance with sense of emergency. Aviation contributes $1.7 billion to Nigeria's economy. OLUTAYO. NESG commends giving NG Shell others for supporting Next 26. And SON, MAN, that Sun and Man stakeholders re-strategize against substandard products. NYSC 2020 Batch B Stream 1B begins orientation in Ogun. Sustained profit-taking pushes equities market down 0.09%. And quickly, let me wrap up with the Vanguard. Just a few headlines there. Nigeria records 550 new COVID-19 cases. Total jumps to 70,195. U.S. lawmakers approve Pentagon budget despite Trump's veto threat. French tourism loses $70 billion due to COVID-19 restrictions. Official and jihadists attack village near Mozambique gas project. Mass transit. Lagos completes impact assessment studies. Begins construction of Red Line Rail project. A Federal Housing Authority issues 30-day ultimatum to illegal occupants of Kano Estate. We have so many headlines here, but I think we just have to go to the...
Let's see, Daily Times. And from the Daily Times, PDP mocks as APC dissolves structures, extends Buni's term. NPAN at Annual General Meeting elect Yusuf Ibro, Idris Edun Wayawu, and Nosike as executives. Let's see some more from Daily Times. Okay, let's see this one here. Federal government bows to pressure, reduce fuel price by 5 naira. Federal government bows to pressure, reduces fuel price by 5 naira. Federal government asks U.S. to remove Nigeria from religious freedom violations list. Aviation contributes $1.7 billion to Nigeria's economy. NEPAD earmarks $2 billion for farmers in Nigeria. Buhari asks governors to work with monarchs over insecurity. Kabiru Yusuf emerges new NPAN president as new officials take office. Let's see some more. Senate moves to amend Medical and Dental Practitioners Act. Global temperature shifts may play critical role in COVID-19 spread vulnerability. Okay, it's Nigerian, let's see. Okay, Reps Hembe from Benue defects from APGA to APC. And from the Nation newspaper, plans to don't marginalize Edo in NDDC board appointments. Police recover vehicle in Cross River. Emmanuel promises to complete project. NPC, Nigeria's population is 206 million. Buhari to governors work with local chiefs to tackle insecurity. Some more from the Nation newspaper. Lagos Assembly passes public complaints anti-corruption bill into law. APC victory, vote of confidence. In Sanwo-Olu, Kwara gets 1,000 toilets from private sector on his site sprints for first time. APC dissolves state local government, ward ESCO, Naira devaluation risky for foreign currency loans, says report. Federal government rejects U.S. classification of Nigeria as religious intolerant state. More mortgage loans for civil servants, Lagosians. Let's see some more before we go on a break. Ganapo Mahama claims victory as Electoral Commission shifts results broadcast. Let's go on a short break now. It's 6:15 from our studio. We'll be back.
32 FM
94.9.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk and cocoa and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
When it comes to watching your favorite comedy videos, are you a giggler, a snorter, a faller, or maybe you are all of the above?
Whether it's comedy, football, Niger movies, cooking, learning, or drama, go from one video you love to another on YouTube. With the new video data bundle from MTN, enjoy even more affordable, longer hours of video content. Just text YouTube to 131 now. With YouTube, now you go tire.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Now the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Shade yesterday, but you know they use am again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogbonge will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You were supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Anyhow you choose to cook your pasta, it will come out well because it is golden penny pasta.
What if I want it jollof?
You can enjoy your pasta however you want it.
I want to eat mine with my seafood okra.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Welcome back, 32 FM 94.9. We are also live on YouTube, 32 FM 949, Ibadan, 32 FM 949. You can also click on the subscribe button to see what we're also doing there to get update on our YouTube. My name is OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. Thank you for being there once again on another edition of the Breakdown Newspaper Review.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you so much for starting your day with us.
DELE is obviously brimming with some energy this morning. Okay, Austin Udumu joins us on the program. Good morning to you, Austin. Okay, Austin, you need to.
Morning, Austin.
You need to jazz it up a little.
Good morning.
Morning, Austin.
Good morning, Tayo.
Okay. Then I'll do something. You need some coffee.
All right.
Let's go straight to the papers this morning. Let's go to. Let's start from Premium Times here, and it is. I have this headline: Insecurity. APC governors prevail on Buhari not to appear before National Assembly. The planned address of joint session of the National Assembly by President Buhari on Thursday over the worsening security situation in Nigeria now appears uncertain. This situation followed the antics of the governors of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC at the party's National Executive Council meeting held in Abuja on Tuesday. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, who moved the motion for the cancellation of the president's planned address, reportedly cited a possibility of unnecessary imitations of such invitation by state assemblies nationwide. He was quickly supported by Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi and other colleagues. Insecurity. APC governors prevail on Buhari not to appear before National Assembly.
Yes, that was a very sad one. Yesterday, you see that it was like birds of the same when Governor Yahaya Bello hurriedly supported Akeredolu of Ondo State. I don't see the reason why the governors should be shy away from being accountable to the people. That is the only platform in which the people can actually be able to hold them accountable. They do it as annual ritual, their appearance before the state houses of assembly, maybe at a budget presentation or what have you. We need more engagement than that. The excuse given by this governor, they were not only pedestrian, but in my view, the excuse is also very parochial. Because how will you say, because if the president will go before the National Assembly, that would look like a precedent that state houses of assembly could capitalize on to also invite governors. We are talking about the worsening insecurity in the country, and if state assembly, for example, has the reason, maybe for economic factor or what have you, to actually invite the governor to be able to talk to the people through their various chamber, I do not see anything wrong in that. This is even coming at a time wherein the president have made commitment to actually appear before the National Assembly. Don't forget there were mixed reaction. We do not know how the president address to the joint session of the National Assembly could adversely affect, I could positively affect the security situation in the country. But however, I think it's a good start. If they can make it open, let the president be able to defend himself. Of course, Nigerians want to hear from him in clear terms the reason why he still keeps the service chiefs, what he has been able to do for the period under review to checkmate rising insecurity across the country.
Austin, what does the Constitution say about the House of Assembly, the National Assembly, and the presidency? Who is subservient to who?
The National Assembly is a representation of the people, but under a presidential system of government, especially that of Nigeria, except you want to play to the gallery or deceive ourselves, the National Assembly or the state houses of assembly, in most cases, they are just like an extension of the executive arm of government in practice. But as far as the constitution is concerned, even the legislature comes before the executive. So some people under a democracy refer to the legislative arm of government as the big brother, but the reverse is always the case, because according to section 180 of the 1999 constitution as amended, the National Assembly as a constituted authority reserves the right under the law to invite anybody in terms of appropriation, anybody that can spend money on behalf of the government. The National Assembly reserve the right to invite them, and the president represents that. Most time he serves as the chief accounting officer of the country. He can spend money, he can decide to say, oh, this is what we want to use money for. With that particular nomenclature, the National Assembly has the capacity to invite Mr. President either directly or through proxy as a result of his appointees.
A popular adage that says, if an abomination stays too long, it soon becomes a people's culture. You just said now, which of course we quite also know, that the president can be invited. But who? It looks like Mr. President is being deliberately shielded away from things like that. He does not come out to talk to us. And when he's been invited now, he's still been asked not to come.
Yes, after making commitment to come. See, Mr. President have not been able to speak to us for a long time.
Baja reported.
Yes, Baja reported that the president will come. He said the president has agreed to come. That statement alone means that probably Baja went to the State House to beg Mr. President
prevail
on it, because he said Mr. President has agreed. You understand? My own worry as far as this democracy is concerned is that if the National Assembly invites the president or the State Assembly invites the governor and they refuse to honor such invitation, what happens at the end of the day? We have seen repeated resolution of the National Assembly being flouted by Mr. President. So what it has to do is not a matter of the law. You have to appeal to the moral conscience of Mr. President to be able to do some things. I feel that under this democracy, we should have been able to mature to a level wherein if the president failed to implement certain resolution of the National Assembly, the law will take its full course.
Are the APC governors trying to shield the governor or the president, or trying to make the president make themselves avoid an avoidable mistake, like they don't want the president to spill out what he should not spill out? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I understand. I think that school of thought is becoming or looking like the reality, because some people have the opinion, just like the late Sani Abacha, people that were close to him felt that he could not sustain meaningful conversation for like 5 minutes. So I think some people are thinking that if Mr. President should go to the National Assembly, it could be exposed in such a way, because we are talking about security matters. They are afraid whether the president might go there to be talking about trader money or farmer money or market money or what have you, like we had during the NSAS protest or what have you. We really want the president to talk to us. You know, this is also fueling speculation that maybe somebody is being impersonated or what have you. We want the president to talk. He's not talking to the press. He's not talking to anybody. What we hear about is this governor meeting him through in a virtual meeting, and statement upon statement is being released. This will have been an opportunity. I do not know why the governor, they are coming to say, oh, Mr. President, you are not going to appear. He's not only going to appear before APC member, he's going to appear before the whole country. Now a section of the country which belongs to a particular political party is coming to say, do not appear. Let's see how this play out before the end of today's stroke tomorrow, and let's see how it goes, because Nigeria is not the government is not for the APC alone, and Nigeria is not for APC alone. This is an opportunity for Mr. President to be able to bring his best out, that this is what we have been able to do, this is what we intend to do to arrest the precarious security situation in the country. It's
also looking like the worst form of corruption we're having to deal with as a people now is any kind of corruption, where DELE belongs to me, and so whatever DELE does is fine. It shouldn't be questioned.
Of course, that should do stand, but it looks like the same thing that is playing out. The way they run their political party, that is the same way they also want to run the affairs of the country. The office of the president or the president himself is different from a political party, because immediately you assume office as the president, you become the president for all. The entire country becomes your constituency, so you do no longer represent your political party affairs alone.
Maybe Obi Ezekwesili knows something.
I keep referring to what Obi Ezekwesili had just said. Nobody is saying that the president is incapacitated or what have you. Why is it that at every opportunity when the president needs to meet Nigerians, he shy away from that opportunity? Now he's trying to say, I will go. Whether it will be a closed door session at the end of the day or executive session, we do not know. But there are some group of people who are afraid that the president going to the National Assembly could expose some things that may not be palatable at the end of the day. So the president, in my view, according to Ezekwesili, really need to be examined. This was the same president who campaigned from state to state across the country to beg for people's vote. Now to just talk to us simply becomes a very difficult issue.
Talking isn't going to be so simple.
Is this something to cheer about? New 162 naira petrol pump price triggers confusion, queries, and is from the Guardian newspaper. Concerns over transparency, regulatory roles, marketers kick, deny knowledge of new price.
That adjustment is very ridiculous if you look at it.
5 naira.
5 naira. That is the way the federal government has been able to deal treacherously with the Nigerian people. Look at even the implementation date. They had to postpone it by almost a week. When they do upward review, it will take effect almost on the spot, and marketers will adjust their pump almost simultaneously. Instantly. Now marketers are saying that they don't have knowledge. I don't see the reason why NSC should be bossed into a corner with this type of agreement. Then what is the purpose of the meeting? Then the federal government is not also being transparent with the regulation in the oil sector. If you are fully deregulated, it means that market forces were to determine. That is what it means. Now you are you claim that you are fully deregulated, you are still regulating somehow. Then we can conclude by fiat that what we have is nothing but partial deregulation, which means subsidy to a large extent is still being paid. That is what this suggests. Then if you have deregulated, why will NNPC continue to still maintain the monopolistic nature of importing fuel into the country? NNPC should not continue to hold that monopoly. Because what it means that if you are fully deregulated, you allow investors to come in. If you make forests available to the NNPC, also make forests somehow available to the marketers. Let them go to the market and buy whatever they buy. They will sell at the local market. That is what the regulation means. But the federal government, I think they are not being fair to the Nigerian people. No transparency, no accountability.
Talk to President Buhari or Timipre Silva on food regulation or partial deregulation? Is subsidy still being paid? And if it's not being paid, what is the money being used for? These are the questions Nigerians are asking about the oil price.
Yes, I think the government, if you look at the comment of Timipre Silva, I think around September or so, he did say that if we are fully deregulated, pump price could be sold at 180 naira. I don't know whether you recollected that statement. That suggests the fact that what the government is just doing is partial deregulation, which also translates to increments in the pump price. That is what they are just doing. And some people look at that as being wicked in terms of government policy. If you are fully deregulated, the last time government met with the labor on this issue, they didn't agree that they were going to slash price. What they agree on is that let us remove the monopoly of NNPC as the sole importer. Let's bring marketers in, because we can't even determine the truth as far as this is concerned. It is what NNPC says that will take to the market. But if you allow marketers to come in, of course, marketer Tayo can buy for so amount, and marketer Dele will buy for another amount, which means that whatever price you sell could also be different in terms of variance from the other price the other person will sell. But as it is now, everything is still being covered in secrecy. So we appeal to the federal government, the Minister for Petroleum, which is the president, to come out very clean, to let Nigerians know what is happening in the downstream oil sector. If you are fully regulated, you can't agree to actually adjust price downward, which means that you are only playing to the gallery, deceiving the people, hiking the price to further impoverish the people. I think the federal government needs to come out.
Is this a reduction or reversal?
This cannot be termed as a reversal, because we started from 145. If you will not forget, from 145 per pound price. This is just like massaging the ego or the emotions of the Nigerian Labour Congress. That is why I said at the initial, the Nigerian Labour Congress, what are you asking for? Are we asking for a reduction of price? If before this administration came on board, fuel is being sold for 87 naira per litre, and as we speak today, it's almost double of that amount, and the NSC is now agreeing to a factory reduction of 5 naira that may not even see the light of the day, based on the body language of these marketers, because that price may not see the light of the day. So for me, it is ridiculous. They shouldn't have gone into negotiation to agree on anything like this. If we are fully deregulated, market forces should determine. If we are not deregulated, it means that federal government is still paying subsidy. Then come to think of it, it's a form of disservice.
In September,
if we pay 162 and you still pay subsidy, it means that something is wrong somewhere.
In September, pump prices rose further to 158 naira and 162 naira per litre. And the recent ex-depot in November took the price to 168 naira per litre. And now, if it's not by Monday, we'll have to buy it again by 160. So, I mean, if you look at the logic behind this pricing and all that, it's looking like we're just playing with numbers.
Yes, it looks as if the more you look, the less you see. So the federal government is not being transparent. Let them open up the sector and allow market forces to fully determine.
All right,
94.9.
The biggest music show on the planet is coming to Africa Magic, and you could be the idol we're looking for. Enter Nigerian Idol by posting your audition video online.
Online audition submissions open at midnight on Sunday, the 29th of November, and close at midnight on Sunday, 13th December. Send us a 30-second video clip of you singing. It's the audition that could change your life forever. Visit www.africamagic.tv/Nigerian Idol.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk, and cocoa, and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You were supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Anyhow you choose to cook your pasta, it will come out well because it is golden penny pasta.
What if I want it jollof?
You can enjoy your pasta however you want it.
I want to eat mine with my seafood okra.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Hey, why not they do her like this now? She offend on now.
Mommy, what is it? Why are you crying?
Ejiro, people heartless so. See what they do, Anita.
Mama, who is Anita?
My dear, just leave Mama. Oh. She's in a world of her own with this movie she's watching on Airtel TV. You too can get special streaming 500 MB data for just 100 Naira to stream movies, series, music videos, and more. The best part is, you don't have to use your main data. Just dial *141 *106# now.
Hey, Mama, Anita don't see better man Mario. Just look at God.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, you're listening to 32 FM 94.9. It's a Breakdown newspaper review, and we're taking stories. Austin is still right here in the studio. This headline here: 10,000 constables groan over unpaid 6 months' salaries. About 10,000 constables who are recruited into the Nigerian police force have not been paid salaries for the past 6 months. Findings by the Punch have indicated the recruits who passed out of the police training institutions in April have not been paid since May. It was learned that the situation had demoralized many of them as they were finding it difficult to meet their responsibilities to their families. Meanwhile, the Police Service Commission had clarified that it would issue appointment letters and approve their capturing into the integrated personnel and payrolls information system for the payment of their salaries and allowances during its plenary meeting holding today. Now, for 6 months, these people, and they've been out before the NSAS protests,
yes,
and we've been seeing them around. So they have not been taking salaries. There's something Yorubas call ikora.
Yes, something is definitely wrong somewhere. I do not know for how long it will take the the Police Service Commission to issue appointment letter and for them to be captured on the IPPIS for their salaries to be paid. The simple logic behind this is that these individuals have for that period been living on bribe.
Yeah.
That is what it means. If you don't pay their salary and they are still surviving, they are going to work, it means that definitely they are living on something which is feeding on members of the public. And this is the government or the police system who is preaching or campaigning against corruption. If you owe the individual, the latest report as far as investigation is concerned shows that even some of them have not even been paid the November salary. These are people that bear arms and their salaries are not being paid.
I don't think any federal government worker has been paid November salary.
I don't know,
because of recession.
Is it because of recession?
Well, that's
or
what
because of the other time the issue came up in October. The minister said there's no cause for alarm, because we suggested that, oh, maybe perhaps at that time there was no money to actually pay them. The minister said no, it was not so, and shortly after that some of them were paid for the month of October. So I don't know why that of November is delaying now, but as far as the police report is concerned, most of them have not been paid for the month of November, and they have gone, they have arm and ammunition, and that is the mentality of an average policeman on the road. You know, an hungry man definitely is an angry man. So that is their approach, the psychological approach, and what have you. So the relevant authorities should do the needful. Let the Police Service Commission, as a matter of urgency, give them the appointment letter. It means that they have not even been properly commissioned into the system, because no appointment letter, no data capturing, no salary.
So if something happens to them on the job, then the Police Service Commission will hands up.
Of course, it's just like on your own.
No insurance.
No insurance, nothing. They have not been fully integrated into the system. That is what it means.
But they have been sent to the public to.
They have been sent to the public to interact with the public. Some of them, in the process of discharging their duty, plus or minus, could have also extrajudicially taken 1 or 2 lives. I'm talking about nationwide now. If you talk about 10,000 police officers that have been recruited, so anything can happen. No trace, nothing. So the federal government must take urgent steps to address this issue.
President Muhammadu Buhari has sacked the Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, NDE, Nasiru Agogo. President Shell's spokesman, Gabashel, who spoke, announced the sack on Tuesday, gave no reason for it.
Yes, according to the statement that the Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, supervises that agency, should nominate a director based on competence and seniority. You know, the way and rate at which head of agencies are being removed from office these days, most of the issues that happen is that some people just use drop name in terms of using the president's name to actually ensure that some people are removed from office. There's always this dichotomy between ministers, supervising minister, and heads of agency, and some of them are as a result of all this budget and what have you. You understand the NSITF that time accusing Ngige of inserting certain amount of money into their budget into their budget for 2020. Faleke raised the same objection at the National Assembly, and Ngige had to downplay the whole thing and say, "I'm a Lagos boy. I'm your godfather is." All of this, and at the end of the day, that issue was swept under the carpet. Why is it that from time to time there have always been dichotomy and rancor between ministers and heads of agency? It means that something is wrong somewhere, and at the end of the day, this minister will go and meet Mr. President, cook up their story, and Mr. President will just give his approval, either plus or minus, because at the end of the day, you do not even know. People will tell you that it is Mr. President that has done this. For Mr. President to come out and clarify position of things, and that is seriously lacking. So agencies of government must work in synergy. This idea of sacking people when their tenure is not over, I do not subscribe to it. But ministers have a way of getting these people out of the way, especially if they refuse to play ball.
Now, why do we have more interagency rivalry in this Buhari government? Why?
Of course, it shows lack of coordination between you and I. It looks as if nobody is in charge of the government. That is what it suggests most of the time. The president, to a large extent, is not fully in charge, so everybody does whatever they like.
All right, it's time to take calls. 08097000949, 09062000949. Hello, good morning. Hello. Morning.
Good morning.
All right, if you're calling in, please make sure you move away from your radio. Reduce the volume on your radio set. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning. Go on, sir. All right. Thank you for your perspective there. 0906 2009 49 0809 7949. Hello. Hello. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, okay?
Morning.
Okay, thank you, okay, for your call there. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Could you speak up from your end? The line is still, you sound very faint. Caller. We are trying to, can you jazz it up a little? Great, it's better now. Go on, please. Thank you, Kola. Austin.
Yes, Kola is talking about also talking about the state government, that there are a lot of things that are wrong within the state. We are talking about the system generally, not just the federal government. Whatever that is right should also be said. Let state also be alive to their responsibility. There are a lot of challenges as far as the state is concerned, so we must hold the state government too accountable.
Hello. Good morning. All right, good to have you. Okay, that was a long one from you. Thank you. Inalaji Akinloye, Ajibola, Abayomi Abaz. I won't read your message on YouTube unless you provide me with fact, okay, to actually announce that live on air, okay? You understand what I'm trying to say. We're going on a short break now. We'll be back. 0809 7949 0906 200949. The lines will call to join the conversation. We'll be back.
32 FM
94.9.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh? I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM. I carry and give Shade yesterday, but you know they use am again now. Yay! You don't carry carry my bonus give landlord picking. Now today you go pack out. On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogbonge will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk and cocoa and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
When it comes to watching your favorite football videos, are you a chanter? An analyzer?
Let's change to 4-3-3 formation.
A coacher?
Let's replace this goalkeeper now.
Or maybe you're all of the above.
Whether it's football, comedy, Naija movies, cooking, learning, or drama, go from one video you love to another on YouTube. With the new video data bundle from MTN, enjoy even more affordable, longer hours of video content. Just text YouTube to 131 now. With YouTube, now you go tire.
ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún yín pa Zainabu bọ́ba ti jí láàárọ̀ yóò kọ́ jẹun tó dáa yóò wá gbé pabambarì lé lórí Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 ara ti mókùnù ọpọlọ ti jí pépé iṣẹ́ yá.
lẹ́ òjò.
káàárọ̀ Zainab ìdí nù ti fi máa pegedé lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
jọ̀ọ́bà náwó mọ̀wé hùn.
àti pàápàá ń bi eré Didion syrup of hemoglobin ní èròjà vitamin B12 nínú tí yóò mú kọ́pọlọ àtàrà rẹ̀ ó jí pépé ní ìgbáradì fún àṣeyọrí tí ọ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ ń gbà gbogbo. mu ṣíbí méjì Didion péré lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú ṣíbí lásán tàbí kọ́ púpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun mímu ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tó o bá fẹ́ràn. ọ̀yá gbéra ńlẹ̀ bí akọni pẹ̀lú Didion.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take Didion.
Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 agbára tí ń roni lágbára ẹ kàwé pélébé inú rẹ̀.
Harmattan is coming. Say goodbye to dry skin. With Nivea lotions. With Nivea lotions.
Harmattan can be bitter.
So bitter.
But your skin can feel much better.
Nivea lotion.
Moisturize, hydrate, protect your skin.
Harmattan is coming.
It's designed to help you shine. Care for your skin all the time. With cocoa butter. With shea butter. With almond oil. There's something for you.
Wanna shine bright. Treat your skin right. Get up for Nivea lotion. If you love your skin and you know what's in, stand up for Nivea lotion.
Everybody need your lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Nivea lotion.
Try Nivea body lotions and say goodbye to dry skin this Harmattan.
9PSB, your bank is finally here. 9PSB, the bank that allows you open an account without going to the bank. With 9PSB, you pay bills, save money, and start to send and receive money fast because our bank agents are right there in your neighborhood for easy transactions.
Introducing 9 Payment Service Bank. Simply dial *990# or download the 9PSB app on iOS and Google Play Store to start banking. Our bank agents are right there in your neighborhood, and with any phone, you can open an account at your comfort, pay bills, and start to send and receive money instantly. 9PSB. Now, that's our bank.
32 FM.
94.9.
Still taking calls from you 0906 2009 4908 09 7009. For now, we'll take some calls before we go. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, John and Joko. you, John Njogo, for your submission. Homotalani Habiola Mabasharan, good morning. Our country needs divine intervention from Almighty God. We got a message on YouTube. Let's see. After making comment to appear before the National Assembly, Mr. President is now being shielded by the governors from making their appearance. There is more to it than meet the eye. One is tempted to believe that. Okay, don't be tempted. Okay, Abiodun Agoro from Agbowo. Okay, we need facts to say that. Okay, 090620949. Good morning. I believe the governors know something about the president that we don't know and are deliberately shielding the president by moving the laughable motion to stop the president from addressing those that elected him. Daniel Kereke from OK to know. Whoever thinks that SARS brutality will end, now look at how everything went. So let's not worry. Change is the only constant thing in nature. Andrew from Okado. Well, we're trying to see what you're trying to say there. 0906 2009 49 0809 7009 to drop your comment. Austin.
Yes. On the police recruitment, I think the property should be done. Let the Police Service Commission, like Kola said, there is a case in court, but the Police Service Commission has just said that they are waiting for a particular meeting to issue them letter of appointment. Apart from
something's going to happen today.
Yes, it's going to happen today. Apart from whether who should have the power to recruit or what have you, I think there are certain percentage out of that 10,000 that are having a lot of issue. So the fight between the police management and the Police Service Commission should not affect policing structure, should not affect recruitment into the police, because if we need anything at this time, I think it's adequate security, which we believe the Nigerian police can provide internal security for the people.
Austin, opening of land borders, what is your take on it at this time?
Yes, I don't know how soon the federal government will do that. Late November, they also said we are going to open the border very soon after the Dangote exemption public outcry. Now, the president himself had to indicate that they will open very soon. So we do not know how soon that will be. But Nigerians are eagerly waiting for borders to be reopened. You close for everybody. If you are going to open, you must open for everybody. Some small businesses depend on the reopening of the border to continue to survive.
What did the closure achieve for us?
That's the issue. In my view, I do not think the closure has achieved that much for us. The president said that, our neighbors have now known that we need to properly, with synergy, police our border. But for me, in terms of small arms and smuggling and what have you, some of these things are still very much there. Some people look at the border closure as just an opportunity to enrich certain people in the society, especially the rice farmers. You know, that is a conspiracy theory that is looking more like it is the truth. Because at the end of the day, we see how smuggled rice on our market. At the end of the day, after a year that the border has been totally shut, local rice is still not within the reach of the common man. So, what have we now achieved?
Now, the price of food, is it likely to come down if borders are finally reopened?
Of course, yes, because a lot of things will come in, a lot of things will also go out. Those that take market out will have to bring certain things into the country. So, we are optimistic that it can crash the price of goods, especially food items.
Let's take this call here. Hello. Hello. Thank you, Olaji. We have to go now. There's something here to just, maybe just make your day. Daily Trust. Daily, you want to look at it?
Italian man walks the equivalent of Abuja to Kano distance to get away from wife. This is not entertainment news. This is serious news.
Also, the way after that.
Yes, he had to run for it. He has to run for his deadline. So, wife, please let's make the home conducive for the guys to live in. Yeah. So, guys too,
you need heated.
Yes,
so
you need
guys to also make the home
conducive
for the
women.
You
need to make the home conducive for the women.
If outside is heated, let's make the home cool.
We should do the needful to keep the relationship.
Abuja to Kano.
Walk so, not drive.
Thank you, dear listener. Be nice hanging out with you.
Thank you so much for being part of our show today. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
Thank you.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM 94.9.
Show me your 32.
ṣe rí inú ikùn yín lẹ́ ń wò yẹn kì í ṣe pẹ́ lóyún o àbí pọ́ mọ́ kíkì ẹja ni wọ́n ń sùn yẹn wò wọ́n èpìyà aláràn nǹkan kan nìyẹn. àmọ́ gbé abájọ tí kùn mi fi máa ń ṣe gùlúgùlú pọ̀lọ̀pọ̀lọ̀. ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí mi ò ṣe iyemọja dókítà ẹ ṣàánú mi ibológun ti wá ta ni mo ṣẹ̀ kí ló lè fà á. ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan